Do you want to shift your reality by the law of vibration and know how it works? Then this video is for you. So today I'm going to tell you how this law of vibration works, what kind of vibration there are, and how to use it to shift to your desired reality, to manifest your desires much more effortlessly. So if you haven't heard about me before, then welcome. Here on this channel I help people to raise their vibration and expand their consciousness to manifest their desires more effortlessly into your life, because that you truly deserve. You are worthy by just existing. I'm here for you to align with your desire and shine your light while you're manifesting your dreams. So today, like I said, we will talk about the law of vibration. So as you can see here, I made some different frequencies you can be in. So first of all, our vibration, what vibration we're in, is the state of being we are, the state of consciousness we're at. And in this society, we're so taught that we need to have focus on the outside, and that controls us. That we think that outside control how I feel in the inside, and that outside I cannot control, or I cannot affect, or that's just doomed, or I am a victim to this. And when we think that way, when we think that we don't have any control, we automatically react to it, and then we will keep going in this loop, react and keep manifesting more of the same, of that state of being, that consciousness we're at. We cannot manifest or see some other state of consciousness that we're not at. Just like when you're hearing the radio, that is in a certain frequency. And by that you can only hear that program by that frequency. But if you change the frequency, you change the program. If you change your frequency inside, you change your reality. That's just a reflection of your inner being, of your state of consciousness, what filter you're seeing through. Because everything is literally here, every frequency is literally here available to you right now, but you may not see it, you may not feel it, because you're not tuned into it, because you're not in that state of consciousness. And these are different kind of vibrations you can be in, and there are more vibrations to be in, but I just took the main like lowest and highest frequencies to be in that you may know. So the absolute lowest frequency you can be in is actually shame, and then it is fear. Then if we go high up, there is desire. So yes, desire is actually also quite low. Maybe you haven't expected that, but it is, because when we desire something, it's when we lack something, where we're like, oh, I don't have that in my life, I desire change, I want a change because I don't have it right now. But it's not that it's negative, it's not something that we shouldn't feel, because desire is something that is there to help us to grow and to use our potential even more that we already have inside of us. Then we have anger, and anger is actually the highest negative emotion, if you can say it that way, because anger is this like boundary, and you say like, no, I don't want that. And that is actually also very powerful. You can use this anger in a positive way, because anger is not in itself a negative or a bad thing. That's something we make it to. It's actually there to help us to set boundaries and to remember our power, because anger is there to teach us a message. Also, like sadness, everything is literally there to teach us something. But if we unnecessarily go in this anger all the time, or if we don't transmute it, if we don't express it, if we just suppress it, if we don't own it, if we like put the blame on others, example, then we will keep on having this anger, and it will dry us from within, it will kill us from within. So expression is really the key to every emotion you have, even if it's positive, because when you express positivity, you will just get more positivity, and when you express negativity, you will let go of that, because naturally, authentically, it is not a part of who you are. And that is also something I wrote here. Authenticity is 400 times higher than love. Yes, You heard that right. Sometimes you might think like, oh, love is the highest frequency. And yes, it is one of the highest frequencies we have here. Love and then enlightenment. But authenticity is where you truly 100% yourself, and there is no other like you. Like, this is not another cliche quote I'm saying. This is literally like starting to show in science. Like, authenticity is where you shine your authentic, unique light that you always have had with you, without all those traumas and beliefs from society that is really not you. And when you get in contact with that authenticity, that is just being yourself. And if that is to be sad, then that is to be sad. Because when you like are vulnerable, that is actually a strength, because you are brave enough to do that. Because you know that you have the power, and you know that you deserve to be heard, even if you're sad, even if you're angry. Whatever it is, every emotion is valid that you have. And what is enlightenment? So that is not simply knowing or understanding that we are all one and connected. It is being that. It is like feeling that, like being that state of being that everything is connected, and that you know your power, and that you're not affected by anything from the 3D, because you simply know and you embody that state of consciousness that everything is literally you and everything is literally connected. Like, you just know this truth. It's not about faith or belief. It's about knowing and inner knowing. Like, it's about remembrance. Something you remember. And I've been in this state of consciousness actually when I was on ayahuasca. And if you want to know my experience, you can go up here or here to listen to my experience of being on ayahuasca and my insights. But also I get it when I meditate, and that helps me to like get rid of, in a way, my negative beliefs about myself, the world, or to block it from seeing the truth. And if you also find it difficult to meditate, I also have a video of that. You can go up here or here to find inner peace. And I've used so many years to try to meditate, and I felt so frustrated. But now I finally found the key to meditation. And there's literally no right or wrong way to do anything, like any practice or anything. This is just a way that really helped me transform, and that I know can help a lot more people to transform through meditation. But everything is literally a permission slip. So there is nothing that will do it for you. It's only you. You already have it within. It's just you giving yourself permission to feel that, to be that love, state of being like love. So how do we use it in our daily life? How can we use the love vibration to shift to our desired reality? Because we already have everything that we desire within us, but how can we tune to that consciousness, that state of being, to then be in that frequency, to see that in our reality? So the first thing you need to do is to do one simple practice. And it's something that you feel is resonating with you, not what this spiritual community is saying, the law of attraction community is saying, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. Do what is resonating with you, that helps you feel in a high consciousness and a high vibration, because that is really what it's all about. And like I said, you already have it within. You just need a simple practice to remind yourself and remember that, because like I said, it's about remembering that. It's not about forcing anything, because you already have it within for the third time. So please do something that makes you feel good. Then try different things if you haven't tried so many things. I would highly recommend meditation, or visualizing a scene that is your desired outcome, to then you can then be in a higher state of consciousness, of example, joy and peace, because you already have it. You visualize that you already have it, and know that it's not something you pretend, it's something you embody. It's something you decide and align with. And that is actually the next point, is to decide it, embody it, and be it. Because when we decide what we want is already ours, or that we will get it, we just have trust in it. When we decide it, that is so powerful. Then if we hope, wish, or pray, that is also powerful. But it is so much more powerful when you embody it, when you are it, because then it's so much effortless, because you just have decided it, and you just don't worry about the time or how. You just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, because you know that it is already yours. Of the inner knowing, of the trust, and also when you're starting to connect with your higher self, or meditation, or connecting with God, whatever you may call it, then you will start to feel more inner knowing and trust that is truly based on an inner knowing and understanding. The next important thing is to take aligned action. And when I say aligned action, I mean like inspired action. Something that you do out of joy, out of an idea and this inspiration, that intuitive hit, to just do it. And not out of like fear or trying to control things. And if you feel like that, then just see it, feel it, and be there for that part of you that feel that way. But don't let it control you. Don't let it come to your driver's seat. You have the control, or you're just giving the power away. But in reality, you can never give the power away. You're just saying that that is where my power lies, is the fear, is that feeling out of control. And doing aligned action is starting to first aligning with your desire from within. Because other than that, you cannot know what to do. You have to download, you have to be that energy which is already present within you. When you are in that, you will naturally, effortlessly take the action. But sometimes we can forget it and just stay in this visualization and feel kind of safe in a way, because it's not safe in that way. It's just familiar. It's not growing us. It's not feeling this beauty of life, of abundance. The last thing is to forgive and accept the past. And that is so important also, because when we forgive, when we accept, that is where the power is. Some people may feel like, oh, if I forgive, that I'm putting myself in a vulnerable place, because then it could maybe happen again. Or if I accept it, then it is because I feel like it is set in stone and I can do nothing about it. I just need to accept it. No, it's coming from an empowered state. I mean the forgiveness of unconditional love. It's not about saying like, you can do that to me again. It's, you still can set a boundary and forgive someone, because in reality you're just poisoning yourself. If you keep holding on to this anger towards a person, you're just gonna give yourself that poisoning. And when you accept the past, you actually take your power back, because then you don't let the past define who you're being. Because if you don't accept it, it's like, no, I don't want to accept it, because if I accept it, that means that it defines me, that it's real, that it's actually becoming reality. You're like fighting it. And when you're accepting your past or your current situation, you are actually able to transmute that energy and to start to change your outer reality, or start to change from within first, because like I said, it's all from within. And you don't let the power be taken away, therefore you accept it. And actually, acceptance is one of the highest frequencies you can be in. That is actually at 350. I didn't write it down, but it was 350, so it's in between here. So it's actually very high to accept, and very powerful. So powerful. And you can start to feel more joy, more peace, and even unconditional love, because it is unconditional to accept. And one practice I really love to do is the water practice, where every time you have the water in your hands, you set the intention or focus on the energy of your heart, and just put that, all of that love, joy into this glass of water. And if you don't feel that, then just set the intention that that will come into the water, because we are around 60% water in our body. So it is very powerful that you put this energy into the water. Like, water remember energy. So that is also a way to do it, because we drink a lot of water, hopefully, so we get reminded of doing that water practice. And if you want more personal guidance with me to manifest your desires, shift your reality, I would love to coach you one-to-one. I do programs. I also have guided meditations on my website that there is a very big discount on right now. I also offer moonology readings. Whatever you want, then go down in the description. There is a link to all that. And also you can donate to me if you want to. I would really appreciate that. But other than that, I just send you a lot of unconditional love wherever you are in your journey right now. And the last thing I want to say is that it is actually a permission slip. All of this, it's a permission slip. I don't know if you can see what I wrote down, but it's all the steps. It's a permission slip, because like I said, for the 10,000th time, you already have it within you, just giving yourself permission to feel that. Just like when you're taking an action, then you feel like, oh, now I can relax because now I've done the action, now I feel good enough. Now I can relax, now I can feel at peace. But you could feel that to start with, and to attract more of that, being in a state of being no matter what. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like and peace and subscribe with the bell so you get updated when I post a new video, and I'll see you next time.